Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Well, a good Monday evening, race fans. Welcome to the Digital Sim Sports Network, the Dirt Racing Network, and the live coverage of the Digital Sim Racing League Monday Night Thunder Kings Roadhouse Truck Series, presented by Midwest Barbecue Equipment. The scene of the action, Kentucky Speedway. Nice little D-shaped mile-and-a-halfer. Asphalt. It's been patched a few times. Actually, no longer in use, but we thought we'd bring the boys here. Put one in before the sun goes down. Got 18 drivers in here tonight. And we had 17 just a moment ago. The man, the myth, the legend, Lucas Hoytsma, showed up to run with this group here tonight. Good to have him. Some new faces: Dean Doucette, Casey McMullen, Bernard Person, Brian Helm, Todd Cleek, all making their way. Todd Cleek, you see him on Wednesday nights over the Midwest Truck Series, guys. Here's one of our title sponsors, our presenting sponsor. The 27 truck not in attendance tonight. They're getting ready for a wedding and a big house move and some other stuff, and he's having some trouble making his way to the racetrack. But, man, family stuff comes first, so we always encourage that with these guys. Galen Gidman, fastest in the practice session, 29.905, and he's about 2/10 quicker than the closest competition, Dean Doucette. Hello, Mr. Bill. Welcome to the chat. Full week this week. Racing here tonight with the Truck Series. Tomorrow night, we'll go to Michigan. Take the True Southern Florida Living Stock Car Series, presented by Beef O'Brady's, up there. And do about a 90 lapper. And then, on Wednesday night, Midwest Truck Series. They're going to go road course racing at Circuit of the Americas. And then we will be back with the Thursday night bunch. The FUN Road to Pro Series. There's Galen Gidman, new skin. As you can see, Port Charlotte Lawn Care on that 94 truck now. Speaking of the 46, we got a couple of them in here, actually. Brian Helm, the 046, and Lucas Hoitzma in that 46 truck. So if you see two 46s, don't get confused. It happens. I do not see Father Time tonight. Well, let's do this. He's out there. Let's go. Let's bug this guy. He barely can drive as it is. Brandon Mackey, you got a copy?
I got you, Roger. How we doing tonight?
I'm amazed that you are able to. Oh, there you go. That's what yeah. Stay down there on the apron. It's a whole lot safer for everyone else. That's what I was going to say. All right, man. We come to Kentucky. We don't come here often. This place can get the best of you in a hurry. There are different parts of this track that are just really complicated and really technical to drive, and I think we're seeing a lot of that in the practice session. What are you feeling out there tonight?
Yeah, it is. You really get punished through 3 and 4 if you're not patient on the throttle. Feels like there's really a point there where the truck wants to turn and start going, and then it'll get out on the right rear. But if you try getting back into it, it'll just push right up to the wall. So just trying to keep your momentum up, trying to lift as little as possible on exits, getting good exits. That's the plan, to keep your speed up, get the entries on the guys, after those straightaways with the good exits. So, just put myself in good spots tonight, and hopefully we'll work our way up after starting at the back.
Yeah, I was going to say top 5 in the points, and you are going to start back there at the back. You only got 75 laps to get there. That's a couple pit stops, but you got to be patiently aggressive. And how hard is it going to be to manage that alone?
That's kind of the most difficult part. You want to, especially with the other top 5 being back there, you want to keep pace with them, but you also want to keep the tires underneath you and not push it too hard in the beginning, because you'll get if you really start sliding them those first 5 laps where it's going to be really aero loose in traffic starting back there, you're going to be in trouble on the long run. So might sacrifice a little bit of that front run speed of moving past people. I think I might try getting to the outside a little bit and use momentum when we're all grouped up where I can keep fresh air on the nose. But just gonna, like you said, be patient, pick my way through, and try and keep the tires underneath me where I think I can get them on the long run. My pace in the long run felt really good through practice, so we'll just keep it on that and keep it clean on and off pit road. We got 3 of them tonight with the fuel load, so that's going to be a big deal, too. Can't get any black flags and take us out of contention that way.
All right, man. Well, good luck. We'll throw you back for qualifying, and hopefully get a chance to talk to you at the end of the night.
Well, I'm gonna sit this one out. We're gonna keep the fresh tires on it and see if we can keep a little temp and cycle off them and let these guys go burn them. And like I said, see if we can save a little bit of them. But appreciate the good luck and hope everybody has a good time watching tonight.
Brandon Mack said he's going to set it out. Well, we're going to go watch this guy for sure. Sun's starting to go down just a little bit. That means we're going to get lights on the racetrack. Happy hour worked us into an evening race, so going to be a good one. Hello, Jane, and hello, John. Welcome. Been a minute since we saw you in the chat, sir. Are you at work tonight? Watch a little 21. We're going to jump around. We're going to watch the 94 as well. He was so fast in the practice session. Only driver under 30 seconds. And we'll see if he figured out with the rubber that got laid down on the track and the cool temperatures coming down, if he figured out the adjustments to keep that 94 truck as fast as it was in the practice session. Gidman going to come by for the first time. Score a lap right here. 30.160 Boyd. 30.338. Or 334. I'm sorry. 334. Daniel Llewellyn jumping in late. A little off the pace, but he was right there. Michael Everett. Fourth quick right now. 30.67 for Mr. Everett. We're waiting. We're going to see. Does Mr. Vinny go out? Mr. Vinny, your points leader by 17 over Seth Wansing coming into the night. 2 races left. Championship absolutely 100% still up for grabs. And the first time by, second quick, 30.18. Now we'll see. Wansing crosses the line. Where does he go to? He's fourth quick. 30.32. Will he put the second lap in? Doucette, Dean Doucette. 30.12 seconds. Goes to the top of the board. Wansing about 2/10 off. He had to find a bunch on lap 2. That's pretty tough to do. Yeah, engine lets go. Taped up right there. That'll be a lot slower. So he'll have to put a new engine in that thing. Let's go see Casey McMullen. Just finishing up. McMullen goes third quick. Helm finishing his second lap here. Crosses the line. He'll go sixth quick. Doucette, Gidman, McMullen, Vinny, Person will be the top 5. So a bunch of the new faces quick in the qualifying session for sure. Wansing will lose 2 points. So it'll be a 19-point lead when we drop the green flag. Hello, Ken. It will be a 19-point lead when we drop the green flag with 2 races to go. Top 5 have to go to the back of the field. That happens every single week here after the first week of each season. Guess I should clarify. It's Adam Vinny, Seth Wansing, Garrett Boyd, Galen Gidman, and Brandon Mackey. So all 5 drivers are here. And they'll line up Mackey, Gidman, Boyd, Wansing, Vinny at the very back of the field. Last minute instructions to the drivers, and then it's time to get out here. 75 lapper. Mike Forstner is on track. Let's see what Mr. Forstner's up to. A little late getting started. I don't know if he's going to have enough time. We'll see what he can do. Lucas Hoytsma making a qualifying run. But I think he's tapping the wall or something because he's not scoring times. He just wants to see what the truck will do. Well, he scored that one, and he scored in 30.54, 10th quick. So we'll see if Mr. Forstner here can do something in that 69 truck. Put himself way up there. We got 20 drivers in here now with all the late entries. Scotty King, 30.55. He's 11th quick. Crossed the line. He made a lap 1. Where does he go to? 9th quick at 30.48. So inside the top 10 for the 69 truck. And he'll shut it down. 1 and done. Keep tires. Wouldn't have got the second lap anyway. No sense in abusing the tires. So 20 drivers ready to do battle for 75 laps. And we'll look at the starting lineup. Dean Doucette on the pole. Galen Gidman will go to the back out of that front row in the 94. Casey McMullen in the 17, and Adam Vinny, who will also be going to the back in the 64 out of row number 2. Then it's Bernard Person and Brian Helm, the 8 and 46 in row 3. Seth Wansing to the back with his partner in row number 4, Garrett Boyd in the 21. Both drivers all the way to the back. Then Mike Forstner, the 69, Jay Schaff in the 14. Row 5, Lucas Hoitzma, the 46, and Tiny Dancer Scott King in the 18. Fill in row number 6. Row 7, Daniel Llewellyn in the 23, Michael Everett in the 8, not the 11, the 8 car. And then it'll be Kevin Spalding in the 25 and Greg Smith in the 6. In row number 8, Todd Kleek and Dave Hoitzma in the 79. I did not see him show up until just now. There's another super hot shoe. And then Brandon Mackey, who's already supposed to be at the back, is already back there in the 99 next to the Cambinator, Ryan Camba in the 204. Wow, I did not see Dave Hoitzma in that 79 truck until just now. All right, we are going to get ready to roll them off. It is 75 laps. Drivers are going to move to the outside to go to the back. Oh, to the back levels the playing field. They'll all be back at the front by the end of it. So it's just the way it goes. It's a handicapping system that doesn't prevent them from being able to do anything other than start at the front of the field. Good drivers make their way through anyway. They got a lot of tough customers to pass tonight, I promise you that. All right. They will go green this time out of turn number 4. 20 drivers, 75 laps. Dean Doucette, the Canadian, on the pole. Come to the start zone.
Green flag, green flag.
Monday Night Thunder is underway. King's Roadhouse Truck Series. Presented by Midwest Barbecue Equipment. Doucette with a good start. He'll go right out to the point. That's McMullen. In the 17, out to second. They're side by side, 2-3 deep behind that. Person and Schaff nearly side by side. Brian Helm is right in there. He goes 3 wide and he lets a couple of guys go. He lets Lucas Hoitzma come alongside. Now they'll go 3 wide. And they sort that out real quick. Hoitzma didn't want no part of 3 wide right there. So Hoitzma in front of Spalding. That's 5th and 6th. Helm, then Llewellyn in the 23. Here comes Gidman, already working his way up. He's right next to Todd Kleek, the 45 truck. Gidman to 9th. Kleek to 10th. Brandon Mackey, then Seth Wansing. Greg Smith is right there. 3 wide with the Tiny Dancer on the outside. King lets him get in front, and it cost him a little bit. He got dirty air, went up the hill. Michael Everett went by. So did Garrett Boyd. Here comes Adam Vinny. Dave Hoitzma, the 79, just barely off the pace of these boys here. Then it's Camba and Forstner. Forstner rolled it out from the pits, but he's able to hold on within a couple of seconds of these guys out front. So Doucette putting it down. These guys will get about 24 to 25 laps on fuel. And then they'll have to pit. And they only get one more set of tires. 4 Goodyears is all they're going to get. Well, Galen Gidman is not wasting any time. He had to go to the back. He was third in the points. He started in the middle of that line. He is already up to the 4th position in that 94 truck. He is making tracks. Around the inside of the 17. Off of turn number 4. Can he beat him down into turn 1, and can he get the spot clear? And he'll get it done right there. Let's look at Bernard Person in that 8 truck. Right behind Jay Schaff, right next to Captain Spalding. Kevin Spalding in the 25. Spalding nicked the fence. That'll slow him down, and that'll let Person clear. It's 3 wide behind Person now. Llewellyn was in the middle. Wansing dove it to the bottom. Spalding was up on the top. And they'll come out of there with Llewellyn out of the middle into the spot. Then Spalding and then Wansing. Mackey tucked in behind. Boyd's tucked behind that. And then Greg Smith is right there. And he's in behind, or right in behind him is Adam Vinny in the 64. All these drivers already in the top 15 as Mackey and Boyd start to get after one another. Galen Gidman around Jay Schaff. He's up to 3rd, 0.3 of a second off the lead. He's right there with Hoytsma and Doucette. They're 3 wide through turn 2. That's Mackey, McClellan, Spalding stacked up right here. They're 3 wide behind that. Boyd's on the outside. Smith was in the middle, and Vinny rolled by on the bottom. And now Vinny's after McMullen. A lot of action early in this one. Did not expect this. Expected these guys to be a little easier on their tires, especially this first run. Tonight's race and next Monday night, and then the boys will take about a week off, and then All-Star race. Hey, Jersey, welcome to the show. Before we get too far into this thing, a huge, huge thank you to everybody that's involved in help getting these things on the air. Monday nights, Tuesday nights, all the sponsors. I know Jersey and Justin over at Beefs, and Phil down at True Southern Florida Living. Mark and Mark for this series here at King's Roadhouse and Midwest Barbecue. Steve Llewellyn over at Edmund Trophy kicking us out some really cool hardware to give these guys for all the events, and then everybody else that helps out. I know Garrett Boyd has been putting some of the house trucks together. We'll go up here and take a look. This one right here just rolled out of the booth today. And we'll see that Port Charlotte lawn care truck more and more. And he put the 5, the 27 out there. Next season, we'll have a different driver in that 27 truck. But there goes Wansing. He is 4th. Oh, he got loose. Oh, we're going to have one. Yeah, this is not going to do well. That hurts the 5 truck. And he just got loose coming out of turn 4. Oh, he got up there, got a little fence, and then Schaff got alongside. Nothing he could do. He hit it too hard. There's not a ton of damage. I don't know. Didn't really bend anything up, so he's going to be okay. It's just it's going to hurt his tires. And that may have to change his strategy here. So he's going to go from running in the top 4 to having to restart from the back. It'll slow things down. About 12 laps in, Hoytsma, Doucette, Gidman, Llewellyn, Person, Vinny, Mackey, Smith, Spalding, Boyd, Helm, McMullen, Everett, Cleek, Kamba, King, then Dave Hoytsma, Forstner, Wansing. I think Jay Schaff is on pit road. I don't know if he got damage out of that. Oh, yeah, he got him some right front. Got him some right front damage. See a lot of these guys headed on the pit road now. Probably put a little fuel. I don't know if we'll see much in the way of tires. We're only halfway through a fuel run. Maybe. Maybe we'll see some tires. We'll let these guys get off of pit road. That was a fuel-only stop for Hoytsma. '21 truck. Still sitting. I'm wondering if maybe he caught a problem. Daniel Llewellyn, you got a copy?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good, sir. All right, man. The sun went down a little bit. Looks like the track might be cooling off a little. The lights are coming up. What has changed at the racetrack since happy hour?
I didn't do much practice, so I'm not sure. I just hopped right in and started running it.
Well, that's a terrible answer.
I know, but it's the truth. So
You're not
I
giving,
hope it goes well for me. I hope it
you're,
goes
not
well.
you're not giving the fans a whole lot of information, my friend.
Well,
Well, what
you
do
know, I'm just.
What do you think we're going to
that's why
need
they call-
here?
Hey, you know what? That's why they call me cold turkey. You know?
Okay. Well, what do you think we're going to need here? We still got about 60 laps to go in this thing, and with the one set of tires, what do you think we're going to need here for somebody to surprise us and pick up a win?
And I think you're gonna have to be patient and just kind of save the tire. I'm not even sure when I want to take that other set yet.
All right, man. Well, good luck. I know you guys are getting ready to go green, and have a safe race out there, bud.
All right, 10-4, thanks.
Daniel Llewellyn. He just showed up with a helmet they said he could drive, and he's driving. So let's go 69 truck. Well, he's back up there. Where's he at? Where is our 69 truck? He is 15th right now. So Hoytsma and Doucette ready to get us going. Galen Gidman and Daniel Llewellyn, who we just talked to, then Adam Vinny. And I believe Brandon Mackey will be on his outside. Pace car is out of the way, ready to get back at it. End of caution period number 1. Restart on lap number 15. Into the zone. Hoytsma, wow, did he catch Doucette fully asleep. That's going to let Gidman go by. I think it's going to let Vinny go by as well. We'll see how it plays out, because right now a commanding points lead would go to Adam Vinny if it finished like it is with Wansing in 19th. It would be nearly impossible for anyone to steal that away from him. But we got a long ways to go. Anything can happen. And we might see green flag pit stops, and that's always a game changer, so we never know. Dean Doucette settled into 4th after that restart off the front row. Right in front of Daniel Llewellyn and Greg Smith. There's Brandon Mackey, Kevin Spaulding, Casey McMullen, and Bernard Person. The top 10 right there. Helm right outside. He runs 11th. Then it's Michael Everett right next to Todd Cleek. Campbell's in 14th. King 15th. Wansing now is trying to make a move. Get up to that 15th spot. He'll get the spot away from Tiny Dancer. And Mike Forstner going to use the open door policy and follow him right through. He'll pass Scott King as well. So King went from 15th to 17th in the length of the front straight. Here comes Garrett Boyd, and Boyd is going to go high side hunting, and he'll take a spot away as well. So now King back to 18th in front of Dave Hoytsma. Jay Schaff is 1 lap down. I'm trying to look at that left front, or that right front corner. Looks like the splitter is still just a little up in the air. Fender's pretty good. It'll let a little air get under that right front corner, but we'll see as the battle for the lead is shaping up. There goes Galen Gidman on Lucas Hoytsma. And Hoytsma slides back to second. Gidman has got a piece under him tonight. Adam Vinny up to third. And then it's Doucette and Smith. Smith in the top 5. Talked to Mr. Smith prior to the race tonight, and he said that the line in turn 3 was so sensitive that if you miss it by even a half a truck width, really would hurt your lap time and really would put some strain on your tires. And so he was really looking for any kind of tips he could get on how to get the truck into turn 3 and get it settled where he wants it. And I can tell you, Brandon Mackey's got it going exactly where he wants it to go. He was down on the bottom, came up right behind Smith, right at the exit. And now he's probably going to pull to the inside down in turns 1 and 2. If he can get the throttle back in the truck, I'll tell you, the top side in 1 and 2 has some momentum. They'll run it side by side. 3 and 4 is where the proof is in the pudding. If you got a good truck and it handles getting into this corner and through the middle, and Mackey was a little wide on the entry. Smith trying to power by, and he just got it by him. So the outside showing a little bit of strength down in 3 and 4 that I did not expect. Side by side behind it, McMullen beside Llewellyn, and then Spalding and Person. Still in the top 10. Go back to the front. Lucas Hoytsma takes the spot back from Galen Gidman. Gidman will let a lap. Now he'll fall back behind Hoytsma. He's right in front of Vinny. Oh, and it looks like Lucas Hoytsma missed the entry to turn 3 just a tiny bit. Gidman's not going to be able to capitalize on that. Doucette is starting to find a little momentum. He's closing the gap on the 3 in front of him ever so slightly. Oh, that time he didn't nick the fence, and that's going to be a big wide entry into 1. He'll probably lose about a half a tenth. But he got settled in after the restart. Tires come up to temperature. Truck seems to be getting a little bit better. Smith and Mackey are still nose to tail. They're 1.3 seconds off of the lead. Let's go check on Garrett Boyd. One of our top 5. He's got Seth Wansing in tow behind him. These two are running 13th and 14th right now. Lap times right about the same as the leaders. 55s and 59s. Hoytsma clear as Vinny looks to the outside of Gidman. Adam Vinny's going to take over second. He's a half second behind Lucas Hoytsma right now. We're still going to have about 15 or so laps on fuel, so they won't pit until about lap 40. Plus or minus 1, 2. We saw a lot of guys get topped off. Front 4 kind of settling in. Mackey is now clear of Smith. McMullen's starting to creep in on the 6 truck. That'll be a battle for the 6th spot when he gets there. Person behind that, Daniel Llewellyn and Brian Helm now into the top 10 as Kevin Spalding backslides out to 11th. And then Everett. Here comes Garrett Boyd and Seth Wansing. Mike Forstner is right behind them. Kamba. Dave Hoytsma. And Dave Hoytsma hanging out at the back here. I don't know what he's doing. Used to seeing him go fast and go to the front. There's Scott King. And here's Jay Schaff. Still a lap down, just waiting. See if we get a caution. He'll get that lucky dog. Going to have a battle for the lead here because Adam Vinny now right on the bumper of the 64. Or the 46, I mean, in that 64 truck. Didn't get him that time. Hoytsma looks a little loose on the exit of the corner. Vinny's got to tiptoe it in there on the bottom and not push out, and that gives Hoytsma enough room to squeeze back by. Gidman is still third, but Doucette is creeping in on him. Oh, Doucette wide into turn one. Going to go up there and run the Dale Jr. line. Truck got tight right behind the 94 that time, and he had to crawl up the hill. Kind of a madhouse here. We're two wide, drivers down on the apron. McMullen alongside the 6 truck of Smith. And they'll battle for position. Llewellyn is right there. Person is right there, and so is Helm. So a good 5-truck battle here. Oh, little tight, little loose, all at the same time for the 6 truck. He pushed out, and then the truck kind of snapped and came down the hill. 3 wide through turns 1 and 2. Can we survive that? And they'll get through it pretty good. Meanwhile, Garrett Boyd has caught the back of this pack, so has Kevin Spaulding. And then Seth Wansing, after his spinny move, I don't know what you want to call that, but he got loose out of 4 and come across the nose of the 3 truck of Jay Schaff, and he's going to have to hang on until we get tires, and then he's going to have to hope for a caution right around then, and that he can make a run on fresh tires and try to go back to the front. Vinny out to the point, got around Hoytsma. Side by side they were coming through. 1 and 2 up the back stretch, and just a lot of momentum off the top side from the 64. Hoytsma not giving up as we come back to it. Hoytsma right back alongside. Dean Doucette got around Galen Gidman, so did Brandon Mackey. So Mackey now up to 4th. That'll put Gidman 5th. McMullen is about 2.5 seconds behind Galen Gidman in 6th. Hoytsma is not letting Vinny get away. He's going to come right back at him through the bottom of turns 1 and 2. Hoytsma off the bottom, Vinny off the top. Vinny's going to have that momentum off the top side. Hoytsma better in turns 1 and 2. Vinny better in 3 and 4, and it's hard to get a pass done when you got to really be careful up off the bottom. We're going to be getting close to that pit window here. Next 3 to 5 laps. This time through turns 3 and 4, Hoytsma got a pretty good run to the center, but he's not going to be able to do anything with it on the exit, and he'll have to slide behind once again. Galen Gidman on pit road. What is he going to do? We'll watch and see if he gets 2 or 4. Still up. He's about halfway, so if he took 4 tires, he might be able to use them a little bit to get there. He's going to have to make another pit stop regardless with about probably 10 to 14 laps to go. No tires. He is going to come out. I bet you he only got 1 tank of fuel right there. He's just going to try to get it to where it needs to be. Everybody's going to have to pit. Mackey's on pit road. Person, Smith, Kamba, Cleek, and Everett all on pit road. Mackey pitted out of 4th. So it'll be Vinny Hoytsma, Doucette, Boyd. Garrett Boyd still on track. Here comes Adam Vinny, Lucas Hoytsma, and Dean Doucette down pit road. It'll be a 2-tire stop for Adam Vinny. He'll take a left side tires. I'm almost willing to put money on it. Kevin Spaulding, meanwhile, inherits the lead. Lou Allen and Wansing behind that. Vinny, right side tires going on. I might get fooled. I thought for sure that'd be a 2-tire stop. It was, but he took rights. He didn't take lefts. He normally takes lefts and then rights. And he is going to make a pass on the exit of pit road. So Wansing is in, Spaulding is in, out of the front 2 spots, and Kevin Spaulding had a problem getting on pit road, but he'll get the truck righted. Lou Allen also coming in. That truck may be out of fuel. He is really slow. He's only going 22 miles an hour down pit road. Meanwhile, back to the point 46 of Lucas Hoytsma. And we'll see what he does with a 2.5-second lead and another pit stop to make. Dean Doucette to 3rd, Mackey, and then Gidman. And I think Gidman saved his tire. He's going to get out here. He's going to run to about lap 50 or 53, and then he'll probably go get tires and fuel for his final run. Cars are spread out everywhere. Lou Allen's truck, is he going to make it to his pit stall? Boy, he just barely eked it in there. It should fire up. He is just losing all kinds of time. He's going to be multiple laps down, tried to stretch that, and just didn't quite get it there. Hoytsma. Out in front, Vinny's fresher tires are reeling him in. Hoytsma will have a full set of 4 when we get to the next stop, which 32 laps, probably 7 to 10 laps. He'll give up the time now. He'll make it up on the new tires. There's Adam Vinny, Dean Doucette, Brandon Mackey, though. Making it a little bit of a race. He's tucked in behind. I don't know if he's trying to save some tire. Meanwhile, Vinny goes by Hoytsma. And those 2 right side tires, he's going to put them to use. He is going to try to make as much distance as he can. He'll run it down to the very end, throw some fuel and the left side tires on it, and hope that he can hang on. Might be interesting with Hoytsma on 4, and Hoytsma will probably go in the next 5 to 10 laps. I don't think he's going to let Vinny get too far out in front. He wants to use it to make up all that time. Little loose off turn 4 for Doucette. Then Mackey was a little loose. Here comes Garrett Boyd. And I got to think that Garrett Boyd has got 4 fresh tires on that truck because he is so much faster than the 2 trucks in front of him. He was fastest truck on the track last lap. And then Bernard Person is right there with him. 31.10s for those 2 drivers. And now Boyd has been on a hot streak. He won the last week here on Monday night. Then he turned around, ran second on Tuesday night in the stock car. Took that, ran over. Got him another win on Wednesday night over at Midwest Truck Series. And he is trying to keep his podium streak alive. He is 5.4 seconds and closing on Adam Vinny. Meanwhile, the 94 off of turn 4. That truck looks just loose. He just looks like he's loose, and he is not having fun. But he didn't take tires, and he'll have 4. He's going to need to run about 3 or 4 more laps, and then he should get in the window. He can slip in, grab fuel and tires, and try to get out and make everything up and then some. And see what happens when everybody else pits. Right now, he's 11 seconds behind the leader, and that's a lot to ask of that truck. Especially when you're running 0.3 of a second slower every lap. Daniel Llewellyn 2 laps down now. Running in 20th, Jay Schaff, 1 lap down. He's passing Michael Everett. Everett. '16th. Todd Cleek 15th. Rookie in the series tonight. And he's 15th right now. Dave Hoytsma in the 79 truck. 14th. He's about 21 seconds behind the leader. Greg Smith is 13th. Then Kevin Spaulding. Seth Wansing is now 11th. Helm, McMullen. Mike Forstner is 8th. Galen Gidman is 7th. Then it's Mackey. Seth Wansing to pit road. He's in the window. And I got to think he saved his 4 tires. Let's watch this pit stop and see. I got to think he tried to save his tires. Had that spin early. And now he is going to come in, probably get 4 and see if in the last 23 laps, 24 laps, he can make a lot of this up. Try to undercut the field. Up on the right. Lucas Hoytsma on pit road as well. So, here comes the 46. That's going to put Garrett Boyd 3.65 seconds behind the leader, Adam Vinny. Vinny's got to run it down pretty tight so he can put the left side tires on, keep it a short pit stop, and make it to the end. He should be in the window in the next couple 2 or 3 laps, but that'll put a lot of stress on both tires since the right sides are worn a little bit here. He pitted on lap 39, so that was over 20, just about 20 laps ago. Boyd is still chopping it down. It's 3.2. Boyd will do a splash and go. Then Persons is 3rd. Doucette. Mackey is 5th as Mackey heads for pit road. Gidman got out, and he is going to be 5th right now. And he has caught Lucas Hoytsma in the 46. Hoytsma is 14th. And actually, I think Hoytsma got him. That's what I think happened. There goes Vinny around Michael Everett. Everett 8th at the moment, but we got a pit cycle to go here. Garrett Boyd's got it under 3 seconds. Carson 7 seconds behind the 2 leaders. Mike Forstner is 4th right now, and he is 16.3 seconds behind. Then it's Galen Gidman, Todd Kleek, Kevin Spaulding. Spaulding last truck on the lead lap. Lucas Hoitzma is right behind that. Hoitzma scored a lap down. Here comes Adam Vinny. He is going to duck off, go to pit road with 20 to go. Should have a set of left side tires in that pit. Yep, they're going to go on. He'll fill it up with fuel. That'll put Garrett Boyd out front. Now, can Boyd keep running and get away from everybody and build a big enough lead? Vinny is now rolling out, and here comes Boyd into one. He'll put him just a lap down and some. And Boyd is only going to take fuel. Persons, and then Kleek going by. Gidman might be out of fuel. Or he might have spun the truck. He might have spun the truck. Yeah, he may have been hanging on for dear life, and he couldn't hang on any further. He's got to go in and get those tires on that truck. And it looks like he is going to do, yeah, maybe he's not. He is going to stay out. He is going to hope for a caution. Meanwhile, the leader, 4.2 seconds over second. He'll duck off. He goes to pit road. Now, where is Adam Vinny going by? Right there. Into his pit stall, and he will splash it and go it. And he'll head out. Well, let's see. He's coming out, and Vinny is going to go right by. There goes Adam Vinny. Lucas Hoitzma trying to make it up from behind. Gidman is on pit road. Up the back stretch. The gap is about 4 seconds now. Hoitzma is trying to make use of those tires. He has got a mountain to climb. He has got to make up 4.8 seconds in 15 laps, and there's a lot of traffic in front of him. A couple of them will be for position. He's 2 Boyd as they work around Scotty King. From the outside to the inside, and Hoitzma will take second. What will be second once the pit cycle completes. And now that gap is 4.6 seconds. Todd Kleek is out front. He's headed for pit road right now. Kevin Spaulding will stay out another lap at least. And that's 6 seconds in front of Vinny, and then Hoitzma is still about 4.5 seconds back of that. Garrett Boyd should cycle through to third person and do set 4-5. So we'll watch Kevin Spaulding, and he is not going in just yet. He is going to try to get everything that he can. Hope for a caution. Now he'll head for pit road. So your leader ducking off with 11 to go. Vinny will go by. Ooh, and Spaulding out of shape again, getting in the pits. And now the gap is 4 1/4 seconds with 10 to go. And Hoytsma's got a lot of work to do. Garrett Boyd is still third. Dean Doucette 6.7 seconds behind him in fourth. And you can see Brandon Mackey just about 1.2 seconds back in fifth. Person, McMullen, Forstner, Helm, and Wansing in the top 10. Lucas Hoytsma saved his tires to the very end, and I don't know if that was a mistake or not. But Adam Vinny's kind of having his way with it with 9 to go. He's 3.9 seconds out in front. Had a caution on lap 12. Restarted on lap 15, and we have been green ever since. Garrett Boyd looking to keep his string of podium finishes alive. As he runs third, he'll let Michael Everett slip by right here. He is 8 seconds back. Hoytsma got the gap closed pretty good. He is just going to run out of laps before he could actually get there. Trouble for the 5 truck. He was the caution on lap 12. And only has recovered to 11th place tonight. So his bid for the title evaporating with 6 laps to go. As the points leader is out front. Hoytsma's still second. It's 3.8 seconds. And then it's Garrett Boyd, a full 9 1/4 seconds behind. In third, Doucette, Mackey, Person, McMullen, Helm, Mike Forstner, 9th. Swansing is now 10th. Greg Smith is 11th. Then it's Hoytsma, Dave Hoytsma in the 79. Cleek, Campbell, Everett, Spaulding, and King are wrestling over the 16th and 17th position, and then Galen Gidman. Just a tough night for the 94. Truck's been loose most of the night, and it is not getting any better for him, as he's a lap down in 18th. Won 3 races this season and is struggling here tonight at Kentucky. But Adam Vinny, wave lap, and he's going to have it pretty easy right here. 4 to go. Coming around this time. 3.7 seconds. Three to go this time out of turn number 4. This time it'll be 2 to go for Adam Vinny when they come out of turn number 4. Trucks are spread all over the racetrack. No traffic in front of the leader. He'll have pretty clean air the rest of the way around. Got to make 3 miles. He will get his second win of the season. White flag coming out this time. The points leader is going to put a stranglehold on this thing coming into the final race. Lap truck in front of Vinny will not be a factor. He will not catch Dave Hoytsma. Through 3 and 4, final time tonight, 75 laps. He started dead last. He'll come home first. He wins round 11. The Kings Roadhouse Truck Series presented by Midwest Barbecue. Adam Vinny to victory lane. Lucas Hoytsma second, and Garrett Boyd is going to hang on and keep his podium string alive. He finishes third. Dean Doucette and Brandon Mackey, your top 5. Casey McMullen, Bernard Person, 6 and 7. Brian Helm's going to come home 8th. Mike Forster in 9th. Seth Wansing 10th. Greg Smith, Dave Hoytsma, 11 and 12. Kevin Spalding, Ryan Campbell, Todd Cleek, Michael Everett, Scott King, Galen Gidman, Daniel Llewellyn, and Jay Schaff rounding out the field. Get ready to talk to our drivers. All right, let's get ready to talk to third place. He keeps his string of podium finishes alive. A win last week in both truck series. He comes home third here tonight. A second in the B car last week. Garrett Boyd, this was kind of a tough one, it looked like.
Yeah, it was interesting. I took tires when I didn't mean to take tires, and then kind of played the cards I was dealt.
Yeah, it looked like maybe that for a second pit stop there, about lap 40, 42, tires went on the truck, and I thought, man, he is going to have to make a gas and go, and looked like that last little bit of laps there are allowed the 46 to get by you.
Yeah, I figured he was going to get around me. They're going to have a tire advantage, and they were going to come back to me. I really wasn't sure when he pit. I don't know if he pit after me or he pit before me, but I figured they were going to come back around me if I was able to get around them. But it was kind of a gamble to get some track position, like actually on track instead of using cautions and stuff. So worked pretty good. I had to repair damage after the initial start because we had a big checkup and Seth got into the back of me. So we kind of started off on the back foot, so to say, and this is a pretty good recovery.
Yeah, awesome job. Going to end up with a podium out of this thing. We got one race left, man. Can we find you in victory lane again this season?
Yeah, I hope so. I hope the momentum continues. If you and Galen keep making these setups that are really good, we won't have a problem finishing up here anymore. So I think so. I hope we can keep it going.
Well, the house setup with a couple of last-second adjustments for a little bit of temperature changes, what I think you have under the truck, and it looked like you were able to kind of run just about anywhere you wanted to. We saw you make a lot of passes on the high side. How good was that tonight?
It was really, really fun running multi-lane racing and being able to, the two guys in front of you are racing each other. You can push it and make them uncomfortable and get by both of them, hopefully in one shot. So, that top side was fun to run. You could carry a lot of momentum through the corner and force people out of the gas when they wouldn't, typically expect you to drive around the outside of them at a big track like this.
Well, an awesome job, man. Give me some shout outs, some thank yous. We'll let you get out of here and probably get back to the paint booth, I bet.
Yeah, we're gonna go warm the old paint gun back up again. A big shout out to Roger and then Galen for working on this setup together after the temperature kind of changed on us. All the sponsors was Lee King's Roadhouse, Midwest Midwest Barbecue, Beef O'Brady's, True Southern for a Living. All my sponsors, Maconi. We didn't run Maconi tonight, but we can when we do when we can. Quality One, iRacing Hill Climb Community. They actually had an event last weekend, and they're planning another event this weekend. So if you want to get your toes wet, come on out. It's going to be in a Legend, so it'll be pretty fun. And then I think that's it.
All right, man. Congrats on the run. I'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow night in Michigan. See if we can keep your podium streak alive.
Yeah, we're going to do our best.
Garrett Boyd. Whew, I almost messed that all up. Garrett Boyd finishing third here tonight. Galen was messaging me on text message, so I looked and saw his name. My bad, buddy. I'll talk to you in a bit.
All right.
Garrett Boyd right there, folks. Sorry about that. Oh. And now we'll move on, and we'll talk to the driver of the 46, Lucas Hoytsma. Saving tires probably puts you a little bit at a disadvantage, even though the tires were fresh.
Yeah. I honestly, I thought I was on the right strategy. I mean, everybody always thinks they're on the right strategy, but I short fielded a little bit and then took the 4, and I was like, oh, I got Adam, no problem here. I'm way faster than him. And then he comes out with it taking lefts, and he's running the same lap times as me, basically. I'm like, well, there goes that. He played it perfectly, and I'm looking like a sucker. So, oh well. It was still a really fun. I took my Kansas setup I built for no reason and decided to use it here, and it felt pretty good. So, I'm pretty happy with that for coming into practice late. And I mean, Vinny's fast, so definitely deserved that one. We had some really fun battling going on about halfway through the race before those pit stops started. So it's just another good battle. Kentucky put on a great show tonight.
Yeah, this place is tricky, and especially 3 and 4. If you miss the line, you're really going to hurt your tires, but you're also going to hurt your time, your momentum, and everything. And we saw you guys going back and forth, and it looked like both of you able to go inside or outside and be perfect on the line every time. And it's a lot of fun when you can trust somebody to race you door to door like that.
Yeah, we were giving each other enough room, but not quite enough to go way out wide. We were side drafting and stuff, just having a great time. I think we trust each other enough to do some of that stuff. And his truck was a little bit better in the top of 3 and 4 than mine was, and I was a little bit better in 1 and 2, and that made for some really fun battling there. And ultimately, I think he was a little faster. He ended up getting by me, and then I came down and pit. And the rest was unfortunate for me, but no, that was a really fun race.
Well, an awesome job, man. I assume we're going to see you tomorrow night at Michigan.
Absolutely, we'll be there. I got to work on that car still.
All right, man. Well, some shout-outs and thank yous before I let you go and get to work on that B car for tomorrow night.
Yep, just as always, shout out to the guys who put this on. King's Roadhouse, Midwest Barbecue Equipment, Fitz Automotive Services, Henry Trophy Awards, Scott King's Designs, Digital Sim Sports Network, Dirt Race Network, all the admins, Larry Moody, Mike Forster, Scott King, Garrett Boyd, and everybody for racing tonight, Vinny for racing me clean, and all the guys on my car that helped me racing these things.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with me. Congrats on the run, and I'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow night over at the big track.
Yeah, thanks, Roger.
Lucas Hoytsma, second tonight. And he runs second to the points leader, who had a pretty good hot rod tonight. Adam Vinny's going to extend his points lead with 1 race to go, and he's going to go to victory circle. It didn't look like it was a horrible night for the 64 truck.
No, it was. It started out real hairy. I thought I was going to get in a wreck. I don't know how many times, but fortunately I didn't. But yeah, it was. Yeah, the truck was pretty good. It was a good race. Fuel strategy with tires and that all worked out. So, yeah, glad to be talking with you. I almost forgot how to do these interviews.
Well, you're still the points leader, and that's going to eventually get you an interview at some point. But, yeah, it has been kind of a struggle for 3-4 weeks here. Points lead shrunk all the way down, and now it's going to widen just a little bit heading for Homestead. What are you going to have to do there to secure it and make sure that it can't be taken away?
Same exact thing week in and week out. Just like tonight. Keep the fenders on it, stay out of harm's way, keep the tires on it, keep it facing forward, and hopefully there's no unnecessary cautions or anything to to try and spoil it.
Well, an awesome job tonight, man. Back to victory lane, second one this season, and it's just been consistency except for that little 3-4 week window in there. A lot of podiums, and that's what it's going to take to win a championship this season, it looks like.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all about finishing well, but also being consistent finishing well. A few bad races could really just drag you down and second guess yourself as a driver, and just got to keep pushing through. And yeah, I mean, I'd like to thank Hoytsma for racing me clean. That was amazing fun battle with him. And I saw he was catching me a little bit, but I was like, well, hopefully I have enough tire to where I can keep him at bay. And he was catching a little bit, but then, yeah, it started evening out there. So very fortunate, and good bounce back to Garrett. Unfortunate that he had left rear damage early, which really messed up his race, but good bounce back for him.
Well, an awesome job, man. You're going to go get the little hardware here, and hopefully that's going to propel you to the big hardware next week. So give me some shout-outs before I let you go do all that.
Yeah, I'm hoping. Thanks, Roger. I appreciate King's Roadhouse in Port Charlotte, Florida. Be sure to check them out. Midwest Barbecue Equipment, fantastic. Fizz's Automotive Services, Edmund Trophy and Awards, Got King Designs, Digital Sim Sports Network, the Dirt Racing Network right here. The admin team, again, just all the hard work that they do week in, week out, behind the scenes, nobody knows about, to put on a great show like this. And it's amazing, just absolutely amazing to them. Here at Wisconsin Small Batch Beard Oils and Balms, Next Level Litigation Support, Wabam. Man, just everybody. I'm speechless. I'm confused where I am right now. But yeah, unfortunate. My teammate Reed Rundell was not able to make it, but we're thinking about him, and we'll go party with him once he's available.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us. Congrats on the win. We'll look forward to seeing you at Homestead next week, see if you can close it out for the season.
Yes, sir. Sounds good. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for tuning in and watching and supporting this channel as always. Thank you.
Adam Vinny picking up the win here tonight, and that is going to put a pretty good stranglehold on that championship. So we'll see. Going into next week, anything can happen, but usually around here, crazy stuff don't happen. So we'll see. Do not forget to tune in tomorrow night right about the same time, just a little before 9 Eastern. True Southern Florida Living Stock Car Series presented by Beef O'Brady's. They will be at Michigan. Biggest, fastest racetrack on the schedule for the season. And they will do 90 laps around that place. And we did a lot of work on that setup. Got a pretty good one posted for all these drivers to come and grab if they don't have something. And you'll see a lot of these same guys and maybe even a few more tomorrow night over there as they go to round 11 of that series. Wednesday night, Midwest Truck Series. That is about an 8:45-ish start time. And then about 7 Central, 8 Eastern on Thursday night for the PRO, or the FUN Road to Pro Series, the Cup Series, as that'll be our second week doing theirs. And it was a good race last week at Indy. We'll see what they can do with their show this week. A lot of fun watching those guys. They get a good field, and they get a lot of really good drivers over there, so it's a lot of fun. So make sure that if you haven't already, on Facebook, like, share, and follow. And if you're on YouTube and Twitch, subscribe. You'll know every time we go live. Until then, I want to thank you all for being here. Hope you enjoyed the show. Without you, there's no reason for us to do it. Without all the awesome leagues giving us great racing like we see on a nightly basis here There's nothing for us to cover. So a high five and a pat on the back to everybody involved in helping continue that trend. Till we see you again, peace and love to everybody. Keep the rough side facing down at all times and come back and